guys. All right, Black and White Sports Supporters. We're going to talk about Caitlin Clark because she's got a new job. Caitlin Clark has landed herself a new, very high-profile position, and I've been wondering when this was going to happen. I knew at some point, somewhere, with some miscellaneous media outlet, Caitlin Clark would get.
She walked onto the national stage with the lights blazing, cameras locked in, and in a single moment delivered a live-on-air bombshell that nobody saw coming. Her NBC NBA debut wasn't just another guest appearance. It was a turning point, a shockwave. Instantly, the entire sports media world lit up. Fans erupted online, timelines blew up, and her revelation became the headline everywhere. This wasn't a fleeting moment. This was the kind of breakthrough people analyze, debate, and remember for years. The moment that cemented her as a cultural force and an athletic icon unlike anything the game has seen.
This was going to happen. I knew at some point, somewhere, with some miscellaneous media outlet, Caitlin Clark would get a gig. And now we know where that gig's going to be, when that gig's going to be, and who that gig's going to be for. Before we get to that, make sure you are subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. And look, tip of the cap to a lot of you guys. We got a lot of new subscribers on that video I dropped yesterday afternoon that seemed to make a lot of people.
The bombshell is now official. Caitlin Clark has secured a massive new role, stepping off the hardwood and into the broadcast spotlight in a move nobody saw coming. Her next chapter has been revealed, a high-powered position with NBC Sports, a media giant making a calculated and aggressive play to reshape basketball coverage. This isn't some side project. This is a headline-level acquisition, a statement move engineered to grab attention instantly and redefine how fans connect with the sport. The abruptness, the scale, and the ambition of this shift have left the entire sports world buzzing, fueling debate, disbelief, and anticipation about what this new era will bring.
We're crossing the line. We want to sign the deal. But that long wait doesn't mean Caitlin Clark has been away from the game. In fact, she notably suited up for USA Basketball Training Camp in December, has expressed her dedication for participating in all-team USA events with FIBA World Cup looming in September and qualifiers taking place in March. So she has and will get the needed reps before finally taking the floor again with the Fever. In the meantime, she will be keeping busy in another role, one still involving basketball. It was announced
Clark's groundbreaking new role places her as a premier special contributor for NBC's freshly launched Basketball Night in America. And make no mistake, this isn't just another segment or promotional cameo. It's the basketball counterpart to the network's massively successful Football Night in America, signaling just how serious NBC is about this venture. Building a flagship NBA show around an active player is an aggressive, history-making move, one that underscores NBC's determination to become a dominant force in basketball broadcasting. The boldness of placing her at the center of this launch has left industry insiders stunned, with many calling it one of the most daring media decisions in years.
In the meantime, she will be keeping busy in another role, one still involving basketball. It was announced on Tuesday that Caitlin Clark will join NBC Sports to serve as a special contributor for its new Basketball Night in America program. Caitlin Clark will make her debut as a TV analyst on February 1st, preceding the Lakers versus Knicks game at Madison Square Garden, per a release from NBC. Wow. So
her first ever live television analyst appearance is set to shake the sports world on February 1st, airing right before the blockbuster Lakers versus Knicks showdown at Madison Square Garden. This is no soft launch. It's a high-pressure, primetime baptism on one of basketball's most iconic stages. NBC choosing such a massive matchup for her debut makes one thing crystal clear. They expect her to deliver instantly. Impactful insights, viral moments, and national headline commentary from the very first broadcast.
Knicks game at Madison Square Garden per a release from NBC. Wow. Wow. So this would be akin to they have Sunday Night Football, and it starts with a pregame show called Football Night in America. I didn't know they were creating Basketball Night in America, but here we are. Here we are. It will be Caitlin Clark's first time in an analyst-type role on TV. That's per Chloe Peterson. She will return to the broadcast table on March 9 for a game between Oklahoma City Thunder.
But February 1st is just the opening act. Caitlin Clark is set to return to the broadcast desk on March 9th for another marquee matchup, Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Knicks. This isn't a one-off experiment. It's a deliberate, recurring presence meant to keep fans engaged and conversations buzzing. Her consistent appearances guarantee sustained attention, amplifying the hype around Basketball Night in America while cementing her rise as one of the fastest-growing media stars in sports. According to Chloe Peterson, this is only the beginning.
That's per Chloe Peterson. She will return to the broadcast table on March 9 for a game between Oklahoma City Thunder and the Knicks. Caitlin Clark joins Michael Jordan as a splashy acquisition for NBC and NBA coverage. Despite his limited role, simply having Jordan as part of the coverage created buzz. NBC is surely hoping Caitlin Clark's involvement will do the same. Of course, Caitlin Clark is expected to offer unique insights in assuming the analyst role.
NBC is clearly counting on Clark to spark the kind of unprecedented buzz once reserved for legends like Michael Jordan, who had his own high-impact, limited appearances on NBC's NBA coverage. The comparison speaks volumes, underscoring the network's confidence in her ability to captivate massive audiences and create viral moments. Clark's influence isn't confined to the court. She's set to electrify a whole new medium and connect with a fresh generation of sports fans. The expectations? Absolutely staggering.
To provide commentary for. And ultimately, the real anticipation is around how she will look when she comes back to the floor at 100% healthy. Let's go over here. This is the official from NBC Sports, the press release. And it basically does say the same thing. However, Caitlin Clark is going to join the studio team of Maria Taylor. She also hosts Football Night in America with Chris Sims and Mike Florio, Rodney Harrison, Tony.
Stepping onto an already star-studded broadcast team, Clark will be sharing the screen with legends like Maria Taylor, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady. Being thrown into this elite lineup right away signals NBC's full confidence in her natural talent and basketball IQ. She's not just another rookie analyst. She's diving straight into the big leagues alongside Hall of Famers, facing a thrilling challenge that guarantees her insights will be dissected, debated, and celebrated from day one.
So host Football Night in America with Chris Sims and Mike Florio, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dungy, and Jason Garrett. Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady for pregame commentary. So that's going to be really interesting. Quote, "I'm really excited to be part of Basketball Night in America crew this season," said Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is one of the most captivating players and dynamic scorers in basketball, said Sam Flood, executive producer of NBC Sports.
Caitlin Clark expressed genuine excitement about this groundbreaking opportunity, saying, "I'm really excited to be part of the Basketball Night in America crew this season." Her statement, released through NBC Sports, offers a rare window into her personal feelings about this major career pivot. It highlights her hunger for new challenges and her eagerness to make an impact beyond the court, showcasing how she is actively shaping her public persona and leveraging her platform in unprecedented ways. NBC Sports executive producer Sam Flood mirrored that enthusiasm, calling Clark one of the most captivating players and dynamic scorers in basketball. His remarks underscore why NBC made this bold move. Her magnetic presence and deep understanding of the game make her a perfect addition to the broadcast team. The network is betting that her unique perspective as an active star will resonate with fans and critics alike, sparking viral buzz from day one. This surprise media venture arrives during a crucial offseason for Clark. Her 2025 WNBA campaign ended prematurely in July due to injury, and with the 2026 season not set to start until May, she faces a long stretch before returning to full-court action. Transitioning immediately into a high-profile broadcasting role turns a potential downtime into a powerful platform, keeping her connected to the game while building her media presence. The move is even more striking given the uncertainty surrounding the new WNBA collective bargaining agreement, which could further complicate her playing future.